I wanted to show you the dry laid retaining wall that I've built in the kids' play area. Come see. So I've just picked all these rocks and boulders up from all over the place, from friends' fields and pastures to maybe side of a few dirt roads to some of our favorite swimming holes. Just kind of keep an eye out for them all the time and carry home what I think might work. So naturally I'm looking for something kind of brick-like, you know, kind of a rectangular prism whenever I can. So it's taken a while. It's been years that I've collected these up, and I finally this spring just kind of piled them up all along here where I wanted the retaining wall and just kind of worked it out. Every one of them is such an individual, you can't just lay it out. You've got to find and have enough extras that you've got some play where you can find what fits. And I did use a rock hammer to kind of chisel a few spots here and there. Didn't really have to do that a lot, but of course it's really important to think like laying brick and to have the, you know, the 1/2 and the 2/1, you know, like there's not a seam that just runs from top to bottom. They overlap one another, you know, that thing. So I like to incorporate a big boulder here and there, especially on the ends of the wall. It kind of gives it a reason to stop, you know, it makes it make more sense. And thank goodness for my dad and his magic trailer with the winch and the arm and the ability to do the dump bed thing, and especially for these great big dudes. It took a little bit of doing to get them where they go. And I'm not under the impression that I'm finished with it, not by any means. I'm going to tweak it here and there, may come up with some good rocks along my way in life and come across something that I want to incorporate. I don't know. But along the barn site, we've cut into the earth there too, so I've got more reason to keep bringing rocks home. I thought here in the play area it's kind of shady. We kind of have a transition from this kind of a little bit of a drop off, so I thought it was a good place for some tall ornamental grass to kind of make a barrier, even though the kids of course are going to try to walk along the rock wall anyway. But it kind of says, you know, this is the play area, this is another space. And I don't know what these purple flowers are, but I think the bloom has lasted like 3 weeks so far. I kind of like it. So all of the landscaping, the hardscape, which is rock, and all of the plantings up here were all free too. My parents' ornamental grasses were going kind of crazy, and so I took a little plug out of each one, and I've just put them in this spring, and look at them already. And so especially with the variegated thing, it's playful and fun, and variegated stuff usually does well in the shade, so I mean, I think we'll see. It's also helpful when dry laying rock, especially for a retaining wall, to kind of start with a wider foundation and just step it back, because that dirt's going to want to settle and push it out, and that'll help some. It may need a little adjusting here and there with freeze and thaw, but so there it is, my first real dry laid retaining wall. There's another one in the works, as you've heard. So tell me in the comments, what do you think? Too many big boulders? Actually, I think this ginormous one may be the end of my wall for the retaining wall out by the barn that's coming. I don't know. I've got plenty others to fill in that spot. So tell me what you think. Do you like the Fred Flintstone love seat? Yeah, it's hard, but it's fun. Life is what you make it. Let's get our hands dirty.